Hi, Alvaro. How are you? Welcome. So what does it mean for you to return to Real Madrid?
Thank you very much. It means everything. It's a dream come true to return to my home, the one that was mine for 3 years, where I had incredible experiences. Like I said, I'm living a dream and really eager to take on this challenge. I can't wait to get started.
This signing took a while. It dragged on. Real Madrid already wanted you for the Club World Cup, but it couldn't happen. How did you experience all this time, which has been more than a month? Did you ever doubt that it would happen? Or were you always sure it would go through?
It's been long, but well, there's always a lot of talk in football. I was focused on my team, my former team, because we had the challenge of the Club World Cup, which didn't turn out the way we hoped. But now a new chapter begins. I'm closing one door to open a huge one. And like I said, I'm so ready to get going, to take on a season that's going to be brilliant for everyone, with incredible challenges ahead.
We're going to ask you like 17 million times about your new coach, Xabi Alonso. I know you've already had a quick chat with him. What do you expect from a five-man defense, something you're familiar with from Benfica? Can you play elsewhere too? Tell us a bit about yourself as a footballer.
I've had the chance to speak with him, just briefly. He congratulated me and wished me luck in this new chapter. And as for my position, wherever I'm needed, at the club of my dreams, wherever they need me, I'll be there. I'll give everything I have for this jersey.
I wanted to ask you how the conversations went with Madrid when you couldn't come before the Club World Cup. Was there a point where you just said to your agent, "Look, I'm focused on Benfica. Let me know if I'm playing the Club World Cup with Madrid or with Benfica"? How were those days of uncertainty?
I was completely focused at Benfica. Like I said, the Club World Cup was a project we had prepared for, even though the end of the season wasn't how we wanted. But that's how it was. And I have enormous respect for the club. I didn't know anything until the very last day, until everything became official. I'm just happy to be here now, happy to finally be in Madrid. And, like I keep saying, I'm really excited.
Does it scare you to have the label of being the second most expensive defender in the club's history?
That's not something I focus on. I'm completely confident in who I am and what I can bring. I don't get into the numbers. Football today revolves around that stuff, but I'm at peace with myself.
Out of curiosity, I'd like to know what your close circle said when you told them, "I've signed for Real Madrid." What did the people closest to you say, and what would you like them to say?
Well, like anyone else, all my friends support the best club in the world, Real Madrid, so they couldn't believe it. It's crazy, but I'm totally focused on proving myself, winning titles, and making history.
You've repeated several times that you were focused on Benfica, but I imagine you were keeping an eye on the negotiations or the interest from afar. At some point, did you start thinking, as can happen in football, with signings that seem sure and then fall through, that maybe it wouldn't happen, like with Nico Williams this summer or De Gea years ago?
Well, when I joined Benfica, I signed for several years. I was calm there, and I had to respect that. In the end, it's the club that gave me everything. I'll always be grateful to them. They gave me that chance. But yeah, I had to do my job, stay focused, and in the end, it all came together.
We saw the image of your mom on the verge of tears. I wanted to ask about that moment when you told her, "Mom, it's done. I'm a Real Madrid player." What was that like?
It's hard. I couldn't believe it until the last moment. Like I said, I'm living a dream. I always dreamed of being here. I had to make the decision to leave when I was a kid, but, like I've said, I'm coming back as a man. I'm ready to give everything for this shirt. And, yeah, my mum got emotional, but that's normal. In the end, it made me emotional too.
I wanted to ask you how your time at Benfica was. Did you have difficulties adapting at first? Did the club support you? Did the fans support you? Were your teammates there for you? Did Bruno Lages treat you well? Basically, how important was your time at Benfica in order to take this step and return home? And if you'd like, you can take the chance to send a message to Benfica fans, who will surely miss you.
Well, in the end, I'm eternally grateful. As I've said, they gave me the opportunity, the teammates, the fans, the supporters. They treated me very well. I have no complaints. I made a lot of great friends there, but life moves on. You have to make decisions in life, and like I said, today is the happiest day of my life, so I'm fully focused here now and ready.
I'd like you to be very clear. What can Álvaro Carreras bring to this Real Madrid? What kind of player are you?
Well, it's always hard to describe yourself, but I'd say I'm a player who likes to have the ball. Physically, I like to go forward. I also help out in defense because that's my main job. But above all, I try to give everything I have every day I wear this jersey.
You're arriving to be the left back of a club that has had two legendary Brazilian left backs in its history. Roberto Carlos was here at your presentation, and so was Marcelo. What do those two players mean to you? Do you draw inspiration from them?
Yes, I could say both of them were my inspiration for many years. I spent 3 years here, and I was lucky to see Marcelo play live, which was a luxury. I've also been around Roberto Carlos, and it's been great. So yes, I can definitely say they're both my references.
Earlier, we asked you about your experience during the signing process at Benfica. You shared the locker room with another very important player in the club's history, Ángel Di Maria. I imagine you spoke to him at some point. Did he recommend the transfer or say good things about Real Madrid? I imagine he did.
Yes, honestly, Angelito, I have no words for him. He was a great teammate both on and off the field. He respected me and supported me a lot from day one, and I am eternally grateful to him too. So, I wish him all the best in his new chapter. I'm sure everything will go great for him there.
Some Real Madrid fans have seen you play, others haven't watched your matches with Benfica. Could you maybe speak to those who haven't seen you but might have watched the Champions League match against Barca? Would you say that performance, shutting down Lamine Yamal, was your best level?
You can't base a whole season on just one match. It's true that in the Champions League I was at a very good level, but I think I performed well throughout the entire season, and I promise the fans I'll be at a high level here for the club of my dreams.
You're coming into a position that's already covered at Real Madrid by Fran Garcia and Ferland Mendy. How do you approach the competition, especially considering the strong World Cup that Fran Garcia had?
They're two players with a very high level. I'm here to focus on myself, to help the team, to do whatever's needed, and most of all, to keep making history and winning titles.
Does the number 18 shirt have any special meaning to you?
To be honest, I'd wear any number to play for this club.